surprise, surprise, white folks don't like you very much, and that they're never going to give you the big piece of chicken unless you can actually fight for it. That's not woke to me. Woke is not being alerted to the fact that you're being abused and complaining about it. Being woke means that you are not only aware of the fact that you're being abused, you're getting up and you're doing something about it. You know, so if I'm woke, if I wake up in the morning and I stretch and I'm like, and I still lay in the bed, I might be woke, but I ain't really up yet, right? I might be woke, but I ain't really doing nothing to better my life. Wokeness means I wake up and I realize, like, wait a minute, I'm sleeping in a pile of mud. I've been laying in the mud. I'm gonna get up out of this stuff. I'm gonna climb up out of the mud and I'm gonna go take a shower, and then I'm gonna go build me a better bed. That's when I'm really woke. So you got a lot of black people in America that are woke because they finally realize that, oh my God, America's racist. Oh my God, we don't get treated the same as white people. Oh my God, we don't get what everybody else gets. Black lives matter. Hands up, don't shoot. You know, like that's what they think woke is. Being woke and realizing that racism exists, that's not really being woke. You know, if you're a bougie Negro who somehow thought that you were going to get the same treatment as the white guy next to you, that to me means you were in a damn coma for the longest time, because that's been true for hundreds of years. So being woke, and I'm starting off talking about wokeness just because I feel like that's just the first thing that comes to mind today, you know, in this conversation. You know, I just don't understand. Everybody's talking about woke. Well, if you're really woke, what are you really doing to show that you're really up? You might be woke to the fact that you just woke up and realized that you're sleeping in a pile of mud, but if you're sitting in the mud and you complaining, ooh, this mud is muddy and I don't like it, and you know, white supremacy has me in the mud and it hurts my feelings, and there are lots of black people who are in the mud. I mean, we're me too. We're making everyone alert that there's black people in the mud, and nobody does anything. Nobody's responding. Everybody's like, damn, well, you in the mud? Get your ass up. I said a cuss word. I know, it's a swear jar. I got to put money in the swear jar. So I will be giving away $50 worth of Bitcoin, as I always do. But I'm going to have to do it twice now because I agree with y'all with the swear jar. And the word ASS, that's all right. I'll go ahead and pay up. But I ain't paying up every time. Y'all ain't getting all my money, man. Y'all ain't getting all my crypto. Speaking of crypto, this has actually been a good... Okay, somebody says audio. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. I think you guys can hear me. I'm looking on Facebook and I see everybody commenting on what I just said. And my man Byron Eugene Price is in here. Byron's like one of the smartest black men in the history of the world. He's one of the coolest guys ever. So I'm glad that he's here. Oh, and guess what? Tomorrow my man Andre C. Hatchett is getting married to his beautiful bride. And so I hope you guys can give a little, digital round of applause for black love. Black love is real. Black love exists, and Andre is a real man. Andre refers to his woman as his queen, and that means he's a real man. Everybody used to, I don't know if y'all grew up in those days where they used to teach men that you gotta break a woman and do all this other stuff, and you gotta treat them like crap and all that. There's literally guys that would say that to each other, like, oh, well, if you want her to respect you, you got to show that you the boss and handle her and this, and that. And then you hear women say it. Y'all ever heard women say, I need a man who can handle me. I need a man, if he can't handle me, then that means he's weak. No, maybe that means he's a nice person. Maybe that means he's a good guy. Like, if you need a man to damn near act like he gonna knock your teeth out for you to get his respect, then you need to take your silly ass on and go to some therapy. I know, swear jar, I'm gonna put that in. You need to seriously go get some therapy, because you can't never get love if you always looking for war. Look, I am a strong man, and I claim that. I'm not scared of nobody. I will fight anybody. I might lose the fight, but it's okay. I'm ready for that. And I'm not going to be mean to a woman that I love. I'm not going to do that. When I see my woman, I'm like, oh my God, you are so beautiful today. Oh, do you know how much I admire you? Oh, I read the article that you wrote. You're really a sharp person. You're smart. I would respect you even if you weren't the prettiest girl in the room. Just saying nice things to each other. Like, what is wrong with being nice to the person you love. Do we really live in a world that is so bastardized and retarded that we really think that the best way to have a relationship is to mistreat the person who's right next to you? That don't make no dang sense. And I'm gonna tell you what, if you're dealing with somebody who makes you feel like you gotta treat them bad to get them to treat you good, then you need to go ahead and get up out of that neighborhood, because you're living in the land of crazy. You cannot get love if you're always looking for war. Very simple. Like they say, I think it's a Jamaican saying, but they say you can't plant corn and grow rice. You can't plant hate and expect to receive love. You're not going to have love. You're going to have more hate. You're not going to plant war and get peace. You're going to get bigger and better versions of war. So if you ever hear one of your friends, well, all of us got those stupid friends who are still immature and thinking like little kids. If you ever hear one of your friends say something dumb like, I need a man who can handle me. If he don't, then you tell him, okay, you can go out here and you can date some pimps who might slap the hell out of you if that'll make you feel better. And then eventually you're going to grow up and you're going to want a man who actually treats you well. A lot of times we fall for that. Why do we fall for that? A lot of little girls fall for that because their daddy wasn't nothing. Their daddy was a bad person, and they think that good men are a bad pick, so they want what they saw in their father. Like there's a book or article. I can't remember if it's a book or article called "My Father was my first boyfriend." So literally, your parent of the opposite sex is your first relationship. So a lot of girls grew up with a daddy that wasn't there, wasn't responsible, wasn't whatever, and the next thing you know, you're dating your daddy, and you don't understand why you're attracted to something that you don't like. Well, it's because that's your norm. You've established a normative view of relationships that is not healthy, not normal. So you got to get a new normal. You have to kind of find a way to adjust that. If you don't, you're going to be disappointed for the rest of your life. In fact, I always tell guys, if she hates her daddy, if she really hates her daddy, chances are she's going to end up hating you too, because she has an issue with men and it's not resolved. And so ultimately every man that triggers her on some level is going to bring up those same emotions that's going to cause her to lash out in a certain way. So always pay attention to that relationship with the opposite sex parent. Same thing with women. Look at the way he looks at his mother. If he can't stand his mama, he thinks his mama wasn't nothing but a two-bit blankety blank, then unfortunately he has that. He could easily have that perception of a lot of women. And it doesn't mean he initially has that perception. It just might mean he starts to feel that way once a woman disappoints him or hurts his feelings. Because then what happens is you get hurt again and re-traumatized, and you're like, oh, you're hurting me again just like my mother did, right? So you got to really think about that if you want to have healthy relationships. And that was just something that was on my mind. I know this is not the topic that I mentioned in the title, but y'all know how I do. I talk about what's going on first, and then we jump into the topic. But before we move on, let me ask you if you could do this, please, real quick. If you see a button that allows you to share, subscribe, like, hashtag, whatever you can do to be connected to the podcast, let people know that you're showing your love, please do that. Please share it to your Facebook page. Please share it to your YouTube channel, your Instagram. You can hashtag Dr. Boyce Watkins if you want to. If you want to talk smack about me and say, Dr. Boyce is an idiot, I don't like him, and he got it wrong. Or if you want to say, Dr. Boyce's show, that's real, it's the best show out here. Whatever it is you want to do, just hashtag Dr. Boyce Watkins. And if and you'll see it, if you put it on Instagram, people follow the hashtag there. If you put it on Twitter, same thing. It doesn't matter where you put it, people will see it, and I'll see it too. I like to click on the hashtag and see what's going on, and I might respond and say, well, you don't like me, I don't like you either, but I love you. If you're here, then that means that we have some kind of relationship, because you have people that will kind of creep and just kind of want to hang out and watch so they can find something to be mad about. Well, in that case, that's a sign of respect, because remember, you could be anywhere. You could be doing something else, but you're choosing to be here, which says a lot. Now to move on, don't forget that at the end of this month, we're going to give away $5,000, and I'm not playing. I'm going to show you guys when I